25 to 6. Welcome back to Off Script on Dubai Eye 103.8. It's Chris, it is Robbie, it is Sonal. We're coming to you live from Aldar Experts at Coca-Cola Arena, and Robbie Greenfield 3 has become 4.
Yeah, this is a real special moment in the history of sports broadcast on Off Script, I would say, because we are absolutely delighted to be joined live by the India national team cricket captain across all formats. I could read out the records, Chris. We'd be here. We'd actually lose all the time for the interview. But it is Rohit Sharma. Just a couple of achievements that I'll pick off the top of the bat. I mean, most successful captain in IPL history, a winner of the T20 World Cup back in 2007, an ICC Champions Trophy winner in 2013, most double centuries in ODI cricket, the highest innings score in ODI history, most sixes in international cricket.
He's achieved a lot.
He's achieved a fair amount. Rohit, it's an absolute pleasure to have you with us on Off Script.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Talk us through your afternoon. You've been here with Aldar at the Coca-Cola Arena. I believe you've been a keynote speaker. How has that experience been, and what message have you been here to put across?
Yeah, look, I came here last night. Obviously, played a game in India yesterday, but fortunately had enough time to make it here because obviously I'm associated with Aldar to promote their newest development that's coming, Athlon by Aldar, which promotes active lifestyle, and obviously, you know, me being a sports person, that relates to my lifestyle as well, being active in my day-to-day life. So I'm here to just make people aware how important it is to be active in your life, and use the opportunity, especially, you know, the property that Aldar is coming up with so much space in your community. You know, it's always nice to have that at your doorstep.
What about your own journey, Rohit, into the world of cricket? Obviously, you're the cricket captain. We'll get to what that means for you and your family, but your kind of journey into that point, it started at a young age. Obviously, Aldar are all about fostering that community. What was it about your own community that led you to where you are today?
Yeah, look, my journey just playing international cricket has been about 17 years, and any sport you play at the highest level, to make it to the highest level is never easy, and especially the place that I come from, the country that I come from, with 1.4 billion people, and to find yourself a seat within that, just the 15 of the players that get selected, and you are one of them. You firstly have to find yourself very lucky, because luck has to play a part. Of course, your hard work, your dedication, how you prepare yourself to be successful is the key, but also luck has to play that part. And I've been fortunate enough to have that luck around me at different stages of my career. And yeah, the journey has seen a lot of ups, a lot of downs, more downs actually, which is fine. You know, I've whatever I am today, the kind of human I am today, the kind of person I am today, to my family, to my friends, it's mainly because of what I have seen in my past, what I've seen in my downs. That has made me the person that I am today. And it has actually helped me play the sport in a different way. When you see a lot of downs, I think
you learn more about yourself, don't you?
Yeah, you become a very different person. And I think that is what I wanted. When I started my career, I didn't see a lot of positive. I didn't have a positive impact in the team, but that's how it was. It was so tough. I was literally questioning myself whether I belong here or not. But then that downs, the time where I had no one helping me out as well. It was just about finding what I can do as a person, and what do I want from this life, and what do I want from this sport, which I loved very dearly. And it was the passion, it was the love. So yeah, speaking of just the journey, it's been a wonderful one. It's like I said, it's been 17 years, and still hope to play a few more years as well, and make an impact in world cricket.
It must have been surreal, though, as you've mentioned, you know, to dream of playing for India in the cricket team is not an unusual dream for so many people around the country. Yeah. But what was that moment like for you when you realized that you had made it, that you had achieved or realized that dream?
Yeah, when the first time I was presented my cap in front of my teammates, that was the proudest moment for me, because all the hard yards that I did when I was a little kid, I know it has come to a stage where now I can be proud of myself of getting there. But when you get there, you don't know. I was only 20 years old when I got there for the first time, and I had no idea that I'll be still sitting here 17 years later and speaking to you all. But yeah, like you just ride with the flow, you go with the flow, and then try and make the most of every opportunity that is presented in front of you. And that is how I have looked upon as well. I have not looked at bigger goals. I think looking at smaller goals in life has helped me, and that is the kind of philosophy that I've led myself into as well. That there's no point looking what is happening 5 years down the line. It's important what's coming in the next month or couple of months. Focus on that, because I think keeping simpler and smaller goals are much easier to achieve.
Give us an insight, if you can, Rohit, on what it's like being captain of the India cricket team, succeeding someone who's got the size of personality of Virat.
Yeah.
Not an easy role to fill, not easy shoes to fill. And I know that you've said that you've focused a lot more on the team ethos than individual statistics, and the game and sport in general, professional sport, has become so data driven.
Yeah.
You've kind of wanted the team to move away from that to be more of a unified kind of, collective.
Yeah. Firstly, captaining your country is the biggest honor that you can have. And for me, I never thought that this day will arrive where I'll be captaining one day. But yeah, I mean, people say good things happen to good people.
Yeah,
so,
and you're right. It's true.
Yeah, but no, I was very fortunate to get that opportunity. And I knew the past captains who have had the impact in Indian cricket and the kind of legacy they've left as well. We have had so many great captains. So yeah, just taking from where these guys left, making sure that the team heads in the right direction. And you mentioned about, today, data plays such an important part in sport. Just to analyze the opposition, just to analyze your own game as well. Like you can see your strength, but there is a weakness that the opposition is watching as well. So that is how data is. Data is just not for your own benefit. It is for the sporting countries to benefit from, and every sport that is being played, data plays a huge part. But yeah, I mean, for me, when I took over, I just wanted everyone to drive in one direction. That's how the team sport should be played. It's not about personal milestone. It's not about 1 or 2 or 3 individual. It is about what all 11 of us can bring to the table. And that's how you achieve the team's goal. You can achieve personal goals, individual goals by setting your individual goals. But I think when you want to achieve the team's goal, which is to go and hold that big trophy, I think everyone needs to drive in that one direction, and that was my biggest challenge when I took over.
It's interesting, you've had thousands of people hanging off every word that you were saying down there here at Aldar Experts today. You've got us hanging off every word, you've got everyone in their car doing just that, Rohit. I wonder, throughout your career, what's the best piece of advice that you've received? Maybe a bit of advice you've received to be a better human, to be a better cricketer. Is there a little story that stands out?
Yeah, I mean, my father always told me, no matter where you'll reach in life, I think most important thing is to be yourself, be the man you are, and set example for the rest to follow. Because today you are at the age where people are coming and advising you, but tomorrow you'll be at the age where you have to advise people, and you have to let people know, what is it to be in that shoe, or what is it to be, starting your career, and what it takes to be a successful cricketer and stuff like that. So I think that it sounds very simpler, but actually means a lot. So when you go deep down inside, you'll understand what that means. It actually basically covers your whole life when you think of it. So that is something I have personally followed as well. I'm a person who wants to keep things very simple. Even when I'm on the field, I try and keep things very simple. There are so many things around you to distract you. I think that's why I believe that the easier you keep things, the better it is for your team, for yourself, and also for people around you.
Do you feel the pressure of that, being a role model, in addition to the pressure of performing as an athlete and as a sportsman, the pressure of being a role model to so many people in India who are just looking at you constantly, not just in India, but around the world as well?
Yeah.
What does that feel like? How do you deal with the level of fame and adulation even that you get?
I think pressure plays such a key part in your life. In my life, certainly it has, because I've taken the pressure in a positive way, because I believe unless you are put under pressure, the real yourself doesn't come out so much. And I think that's the key to achieving your small goals. You have to let yourself out every time you are under pressure. You need, sometimes you don't realize what kind of strengths you have as an individual. So when you're under pressure, you try and bring out certain characteristics of yours out, and that's exactly what has happened with me when I was under pressure. And then pressure is real. It's not for people to talk outside of it. Pressure is real.
It is.
When you are playing in front of 70,000-80,000 people, and if things are going your way, it's fine. But if things are not, they can give you some real tough times as well. And also to deal with the critics outside of it as well. It's not an easy world when you're dealing with these kind of things. And also when you sign up for a sport like cricket in India, you know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And plus you should be aware of what you're coming against. When you're good, yes, they'll make you look like gods, but obviously when you
lose,
when things don't go your way, they can tear you apart as well. So you have to you sign up as a young kid when you want to play that sport. Yeah.
That is the voice of Rohit Sharma. It is an absolute privilege and an honour to have him on the show. He's with us for the next 10 minutes. Get to the traffic when we come back. Aldar Experts down here at Coca-Cola Arena in conversation with Rohit Sharma. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the show. Chris, Robbie, Sonal. It is off script. It is Dubai 103.8. It's fast approaching 6 o'clock. We're just going to cancel Rohit Sharma's plans for the rest of the night, because this fella is a gentleman. He's a sporting legend as well. He is with us. If you're just turning on your radio, we are joined, Sonal Rapani, by sporting royalty. The Indian cricket captain's with us.
Yeah, and our listeners, it's fair to say, are absolutely loving it. We've had a couple messages in for you, Rohit. One from Owais, who said, "Hey Rohit, love and respect from your Pakistani fan." In fact, more than one message. Talal saying, "I'm from Pakistan, absolutely love Rohit Sharma." So I think that's a really nice message to get. And we've also had Sanjay get in touch to say, "Salute Rohit Sharma for speaking his heart out, for his wonderful performance. Stay cool, happy on ground, and never let arrogance come in your way." I don't think there's any risk of that, but nice to hear from all of your listeners and fans.
No, absolutely. Loved the messages from the Pakistani fans. I mean, I know they love their cricket. They love it. Every time, mainly we are in UK, these guys come and just tell us how respectfully, how they love us, how they love Indian cricketers, how they love to watch some of us play at big stages. So it's basically loving the sport, loving what you do on the field. And then when someone appreciates your game like that, you obviously feel blessed.
We were talking off air about Test cricket and how you love Test cricket, and of course we saw the recent win over England. You're going to Australia at the end of the year.
Yep.
Pakistan, a Test series, it hasn't been played since 2007.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are there conversations, Rohit, even being had on maybe reigniting this rivalry on a Test arena, or is this something that we just have to accept is not going to happen anytime soon?
I don't know. I don't know the status of it. I personally, for me, if you ask me, I'm a cricketer at the end of the day. I want to play cricket, and I want to challenge. I want to get challenged at whatever stage I play cricket. And I feel Pakistan has a good team. They've got solid young bowlers who have come through the ranks now. Their batting is good. Overall, a very good team. And India-Pakistan always, brings out something, and I just feel more than the team, I think people outside will love it.
Oh.
People outside will love to watch us play. And I have actually no issues. It's just from a pure cricketing perspective, if I have to look at it, it'll be a great contest. It's just like, playing any other country. When you go to Australia, you get challenged at various parts of your game. When you go to UK as well.
Is that the toughest place to go, Australia?
I feel South Africa is tougher than Australia. South Africa, because you travel to different parts of South Africa. You go to Cape Town, you get something different. You go to Johannesburg, something different again. So you got to adapt to so many different types of your skill set. So that makes it more challenging to tour. Not that Australia or UK or New Zealand doesn't have that. Australia, when you play at Perth, which is supposed to be the fastest pitch in the world. And when you come to Sydney, when you come to Melbourne, the reverse swing comes into play. Wickets get slower and slower. So all of it has a different challenge to it. But I think South Africa to me is the most challenging because it's pacey, it's bouncy, and just does a lot.
Is there a cricketer, be very honest here, Rohit, is there a cricketer that has ever haunted your dreams? Is there a bowler that has given you nightmares more than anyone else?
Not the nightmare, but I've gone and watched his videos like 100 times before I went to bed. It was Dale Steyn from South Africa.
Wow.
He is an absolute legend of the game, and what he has achieved in his career is just superb to watch. And I've faced him many a times, and
He's quick,
he's quick, he used to swing the ball at that pace, which was never easy. When you have someone who can swing the ball at that pace, it is quite tough. And he was a fierce competitor. He was just went out there wanting to do everything for the team, wanted to win every game, every session. So it was nice to come up against him. Not that I had huge success against him, but I enjoyed my battle.
Who's the batter you most enjoy watching?
Now there are actually few. I watch Zach Crawley this season very closely. Enjoyed watching him. I enjoy Steve Smith bat, although his is different from the rest of us.
He's a bit quirky, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got his own way of dealing things in the middle, but he's quite successful. But yeah, Zach Crawley, I think, is quite impressive.
Well, listen, Rohit, 6 o'clock has taken it around. I did promise the team I'd have you finished by 6 o'clock. I want to just ask one very quick question. A day in the life of Rohit Sharma, I've always wondered, are you able to move around freely, or do you have different disguises that you need to wear when you're out and about back home? What is it like being Rohit Sharma?
Can you pop down the shops,
Indeed,
essentially?
and buy a pint of milk?
I can. You just have to be smart what time you choose to head
Midnight.
out. Yeah, exactly. Midnight or very early in the morning, just after lunch.
But it's a privilege. It's a privilege to be India cricket captain. It's part of the course, right?
Yeah, look, cricket in India is looked upon very differently. Just like how football is in Europe, maybe 10 times bigger.
Yeah.
It is here. Cricket is bigger. And like I said, when things are going your way, you want to be out there because people will love you. People are just watching you. But yeah, when things have been tough, things haven't gone your way. People have, not liked it so much as well. Like they've pelted stones at your houses, not at my house because I live on a high-rise building, so they need some throwing arm to pelt some stone at my house. But yeah, but it has happened in the past. So yeah, but that's like I said at the beginning. That's what you sign up for. You got to be ready to deal with all these kind of things. And actually, I've dealt with things like this, and it makes you mentally very strong.
It does. I bet
And
it does.
that is what I want in life as well. Like when I was 15 years old, 10 years old, I had no idea about how to deal with a lot of things. Obviously, as you grow older, you deal with experiences. You go through so many experiences, and cricket actually has made me mentally very strong. I can say that has come because of this game, because you need strong characters.
Oh yeah.
And you need people who are mentally very strong, because you have to deal with so many things.
I bet you do.
Every day throughout the year. So yeah.
Well, in small part, it's that resolve why Aldar Experts, you're here today, because they've seen something in you that chimes with their values. It's been an absolute privilege and an honour to have you on the show today. A big thanks to Aldar Experts. And Aldar are looking after you. I think you're here till tomorrow, Rohit. They've got something planned for you tonight, I hope.
Yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow, but yeah, I've enjoyed my every single minute here.
Well, listen, we've enjoyed having you on Off Script. It is one and only Rohit Sharma. Rohit, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Dubai Eye 103.8.
Join the conversation.